similar to the emperor's transparent attire. My guillotine swings and kings become silent. Let the blue blood run red to make violet. Let the brand new bloodshed define violent. Fighting over the chair that's highest up in the air. The crown lives forever for never a lack of air. How do lambs try to come lay claim to the lion's share? Everybody claim to have a king's just cause. Most wanna be the king just cause. It's become about as mindless as Midas. Midas the touch, or a search and seizure on Caesar's whole harem of sluts. Minus the nuts. Top of the mountain is much colder. Coming for the crown that's wrapped round your molar. Striking to bring fin to a shit-eating grin. Most made men turn maiden. Few are brave to the end. Let's go.
Yes, they playing checkers, not chess. Check the way that I move on the set. King shit. On the throne, leaning leg across the armrest. Gold chain draped on my neck. King shit. I seen guys with dreams they had wings to fly, get crushed like flies. King shit. The king dies, and darkness will touch the skies, but the sun shall rise. King shit.
You can bow, watch your bow break. If the king swing, leave you looking like some round steak. You just punch you in your clown face. Fire turn flesh, turn you into pound cake. Smoking something loud as the crowd when this castle forge steel came round to your brow and your crown fell. I'm flyer than the ravens, carrying the news on your newfound enslavement. Any last words for your tombstone engravement? As layman, lay with your ladies for payment. I'm cool enough to pull a coup in a coupe. That weak talk make me sick, somebody brew me some soup. Any regrets, I let you brew to the noose. And when I come home to roots, get reduced. Hold up, and fuck your flag, you need trust for truth. Death to anyone who cuts you loose. I'm talking that king shit.
King shit. All day, every day.
Yes, they playing checkers, not chess. Check the way that I move on the set. King shit. On the throne, leaning leg across the armrest. Gold chains draped on my neck. King shit. I seen guys with dreams they had wings to fly, get crushed like flies. King shit. The king dies, and darkness will touch the skies, but the sun shall rise. King shit.
The LEGO Rogue Shadow was released in 2008 and is based on the Force Unleashed video game released in the same year. In the game, you play as Starkiller, a secret apprentice of Darth Vader, and this is your ship. Taking place between the prequel and original trilogy, the game tasks you with hunting down the few Jedi that survived Order 66. It's a super unique ship design and may just be one of the most underrated LEGO sets ever. Let's take a look at the minifigures. There are 3 included, all exclusive to the set and are very expensive on the second-hand market. First off is Galen Merrick, or Starkiller. He's the aforementioned protagonist of the game. His design is pretty basic, but he has a cool torso piece. Next up is Starkiller's pilot and love interest Juno Eclipse. She is the definition of plain, and her face is kinda weird looking. Moving on. Last but certainly not least, here is the undebatably best minifigure of the bunch. It's a battle-damaged Darth Vader who comes with half a helmet and a suit that is torn to shreds after battles with Starkiller. Now let's take a look at the ship itself. Here is a side-by-side comparison of the in-universe ship versus the LEGO model. So as you can see, the real thing is a bit chunkier and the shaping is a bit different, but overall I'd say they did a good job. Now let's take a look at some of the different perspectives of the ship. Here's the ship from the side. Here's how it looks from behind, and unfortunately it looks like this from below. Luckily we don't see this side much. But now that we're down there, we can take a look at the landing gear. It all folds into place nicely like this for play, but it also works great for display. In the front we have some cannons, and we also do have a peek here at some of the play functions included. The best function here is the ability to shoot one of these large Technic missiles, which I always loved as a kid. So what you do is you pull on this little lever, which automatically pops out and shoots the missile. Now let's take a look at the cockpit area. So to open it up, you just pull this thing back and you have a pretty spacious area inside, so it's no problem to fit your pilot in there, and it just looks really sleek in my opinion. On the right hand side of the ship there is this panel that opens up to reveal a weapons rack, which folds out as well. And way in the back here we have another hatch activated by a small lever on the side. Inside we have a couple of torpedoes which don't really shoot, but it is a cool play function nonetheless. Now let's get into the main play function of the set. You may have guessed it already, but the wings on the side can fold into attack position. And you do this by turning the rear engine, as you can see. This is what it looks like from above. You can see the Technic in there, which sucks that it's exposed, but I think it's an alright trade-off because it's so cool. Here it is from the side, and here is what the mechanism looks like from behind. So here's what it looks like in flight mode. Now I have a few qualms with this model, like these exposed Technic bits, but overall it's a great LEGO set. Let's tally up the scores and see how the Rogue One stacks up. I think this set deserves a clear 10 out of 10 for playability. I feel like it's rare for LEGO to hide so many functions in one set. As for the design, I think it looks great. Some showing Technic and some inaccuracies to the real thing, but I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Lastly, the minifigures are unique choices and great to get, but not the most detailed or spectacular looking. I'll give them a 7. This leaves us with a total score of 25, which makes this set about an 8 out of 10.